Hello, 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 and welcome to the live, folks. Thank you all for stopping in. Please make sure that you go like, share, subscribe, do all that cool stuff like you're supposed to. It's a new year, new video, new interview. We're going to have Justin on today. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Talk a little bit about the purpose of these videos in particular. The interview series so far has been pretty fun. You get to know all of your fellow stackers across the United States and across the world. A lot of silver degenerates in this hobby love stacking their silver. So we're going to talk a little bit about silver. We talk about gold. We talk about collecting and a lot of other pretty cool stuff. My name, Charlie Mac. You can find me on Instagram, Charlie Mac, NYCBKLYN. And tonight, folks, great start to the year. Great business owner. I want to roll out the silver carpet. I want to welcome our good friend in Texas, owner of Sound Money. And I do apologize in advance for the coin shortage, because this individual that we're going to have on probably caused the coin shortage. He started a swear jar. Our good friend Justin, Sound Money, Coins and Collectibles. Make sure that you find his shop if you are in Texas. There he is right there. Our good man. Look at him pounding down that drink. Get it tuned in. Justin,
what's going on,
how
man?
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Buddy? Doing good, doing good. So, new year, first one to kick it off. I want to say, thank you so much for joining me. You were someone I really wanted to get on. Really good entrepreneur, good mindset, a lot of skills there that I want to pick your brain about tonight. We'll talk a little bit about your shop, which is in Irving, Texas, right?
Yep.
What are the store hours right now? Do you guys have a set schedule?
Yeah, Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 or 10 to 5:30, and Saturday 10 to 2. And then once the time change goes back, we'll be open till 7:30.
Gotcha. Cool. So we got a couple of guests coming in, folks. Thank you for joining us. Feel free, type your questions as we go. We will bring them up and we will pin them up. Pleasure to have everybody in here today. Also, very important, tonight, for a whole week long, we're going to leave the comment section open for a giveaway. One lucky winner, maybe two, we'll see, will win some cool stuff. What you need to do is pay attention to the details. Later on in the live, we're going to tell you to type something special. Those who are on Instagram already know what the key money word is for the evening. So stay tuned for the giveaway. We love the chat. Always some cool characters in here. So you can find me on Instagram. We'll talk a little bit about Justin's business, where you can find him, how you can get in touch with him, all the cool things that he has in his shop. Instagram, I think, is probably the fastest way to get him. I'm going to put his contact information there as well. But for Instagram, Justin _ with an _ with a K, you can find him. So talk a little bit about our first question. How did you get started in the hobby? Like, what are you collecting? Silver, gold, bills, paper? What do you stack, Justin?
These are what got me into the hobby.
Oh,
Morgans.
Morgan. Oh, those are hot right now.
So
those are hot.
I've been collecting on and off for about 20 years, and I was that dude. I'd just walk into the local LCS and buy 1, 2, 3 Morgans, whatever they had. And that's kind of what got me started. I went from that to, Eagles, generics, 10-ounce bars, 5-ounce bars. I was never really into gold until the last couple of years. Um, then once I got into Instagram, it's been about 2.5 years. Like I never knew like stuff like this existed.
That is cool. The Scrooge
Yeah.
McDuck. Oh,
Yeah. So
that's such a cool piece.
this is a pour from Gold Spartan. It's almost 7 ounces. You know, you got stuff like that. You know, here's a 14-ounce gorilla head that I got from Pit Bullion.
Oh, that is cool.
You know, stuff like that. Like here's a cool piece from Sun Jester.
Yeah, those. I have one of those.
Yeah,
Sun Jester.
cool.
Yeah.
And then you have now the artists are getting into like the press stuff.
Mhm.
You know, so I guess over the last year or two, I got more into like the collectible type stuff. You know, box set, Mickey's. You know, here's a Kilo Steamboat.
Oh, nice.
You know, so I think I started like everybody else kind of normally does, and you know, Morgan's 90% generic, and then you kind of just grow from there as you get stuff.
You know, I think for me, you know, I have a couple of things here. One of the things that I actually just had made and commissioned was something from MK Bars. You know, I'm a fan of the 80s. You know, I'm a young guy. I loved my cartoons in the 80s. Loved my G.I. Joe, but even more than that, you know, we had the Transformers pieces. So
Yep.
over the past couple of months, I've been getting into the real custom stuff as well. And it's just amazing what, you know, some of these people can create. I mean, you just give them one line of what you're looking for, and they'll go above and beyond. Scrooge
Yep.
McDuck is a beautiful piece as well.
Yep.
So, you know, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about specifically is your shop. I know that you pivoted and transitioned your job this past year, you know, through COVID, and you opened up a shop.
Yep.
And you know, we're fairly close, you know, age. I'm a little bit older than you. I think I'm older than a lot of you folks out there. But Sound Money, right? Love the name, love the design, love the sweatshirt, love the colors. How did you come up with the name, you know, Sound Money first? Because that's one thing I want to. How did you come up with Sound Money?
It was fitting, and it was available. I was shocked when I went to get the website and the LLC. Like it was available, and Sound Money. It's exactly what gold and silver is. Yeah. So
Now, tell us a little bit about your shop, because I said, you know, I think with this whole thing that's been going on the past couple of years, a lot of people just said, you know what, I'm done with the 9 to 5. I don't want to do the office thing anymore. And some people have really got a passion for something. They've just like attacked it, you know, full steam ahead, which is, you know, kind of what you did. So tell us a little bit about that process, how you got started with the shop. How'd you find the location?
So it was a shop before. So it was called Dingers Gold and Silver, and I got one of only 20 of their bars that they made. So shout out to Pops and Mom. So I had been going to their shop probably about 2 years, 3 years, almost every day, probably a couple hours a day. So I got to know them. They were ready to retire. There's a restaurant next door, and I've posted pictures of their chicken fried bacon, which is amazing.
Nice.
Oh man, dude, I had to stop eating there. I gained 10 pounds like the first 3 weeks that I got the shop. So they were going to actually expand into the shop when the Dingers retired. So I got laid off from my job, and I was just going to paint and do T-shirts for a little while, you know, until I figured out what I was going to do again. I really didn't want to go back into the corporate world. Yeah, they don't care. You're just a number. So 3 days after I got laid off, I was in the shop and we were talking, and we found out that the city wasn't going to approve them expanding into that location. So I was like, Mom, what are they going to do? Cheryl, what's going to happen with the store? They're like, I don't care. We're retiring. They'll just go up for lease. I was like, well, I don't have a job. Why don't I just make a coin shop? So, like, there was no more conversation after that. She got right on the phone with the landlord, set up an appointment. This was on a Friday, met with them on Monday, negotiated terms, set up my LLC on Tuesday. That got approved on Thursday, signed the lease on Friday. So, like, I never even really had a chance to talk myself out of it. It was just one of those things that was boom, 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 and off to the races.
Nice. And that's one of the things, I've learned about you. And it's one of the cool things about not just Instagram or YouTube, but just social media in general. That you can find negatives in almost everything online or in the real world, but you can find a lot of positives as well. And you've made this work for you. You've made this a full-time business right now. I know you're killing it. We're going to talk a little bit about sales and numbers as we get into this with the questions, but kind of guide people, because I know in New York, especially in the 5 boroughs, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Staten Island, we don't have as many coin shops. So do you just cater to coin collectors, or do you also do other collectibles, comics, cards, things like that?
So right now we're doing gold, silver, platinum, metals, gift sets. At some point we will get into doing baseball cards, comics, Funko Pops. Now, I say we'll be getting into it. Like, I had a customer come in and I bought a bunch of graded football cards from him. So if it makes sense, I'll buy the stuff now. It's not something I'm doing or promoting full time yet, but at some point we'll get into that stuff too.
Got it. So, like, for me, I think I've probably been to 2 coin shops in all of the 5 boroughs here, and they're pretty intimidating. The 2 that I went to, I mean, literally, there's just nothing but gold, and the other one had mostly graded stuff. So, if you had a new person who was interested in getting into this hobby and they were walking into your shop, what are some things you'd kind of recommend that they do before even coming in the door? What should they start stacking? What are they looking for?
I think everybody should have cash set aside before they start stacking, for the sole purpose of everybody knows there's a premium on any of this stuff that you buy. So if you buy tomorrow and you have to sell next week, you're going to lose. So most stackers, most people, they should have some type of cash buffer. So if they get into a scenario where they need to liquidate, they don't have to. They already have the cash to the side. So first and foremost, I think everybody should have some type of emergency fund, whether it be $1,000, 3,000, whatever you're comfortable with.
I know on the Instagram Silver Degenerates community, that was a big topic that was talked about recently. In the beginning of the year, just kind of reaffirming your goals. What do you want to stack? And what should someone start stacking? I know for me, I went to like a couple of the mints. I bought all of the wrong stuff. It was just made, for collectors. It really didn't have any value added. And I guess, I kind of learned, like, you need money to learn, and you're going to learn quickly from your mistakes.
Yep.
I think once I really nailed things down, Silver Eagles were just kind of the easiest thing for me to collect.
Yeah. I Silver Eagles right now, the premium's so high on it. Especially for a newer stacker, I'd rather see them buy some type of generic or maples, Cougarans, something like that, where the premium's not so high. So again, if they have to, they're not going to lose as much money. Because if someone comes into my shop, right, I pay spot for bullion, right? So if you bring an eagle in or a maple, whatever spot is, that's what I'll pay you for.
Gotcha.
So if you bought an eagle for $32, $33, or a maple for $29, and you had to sell at spot, you're going to lose more on the eagle right now.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's something people should understand. Do a little research before throwing down a lot of money in 1 or 2 shots in the beginning, because sometimes spot price may not always reflect premium prices, or there might be additional premiums, or there might be something that's just extremely collectible. I know you mentioned Morgans earlier. Numismatic coins, to the moon for some of them.
90% constitutional silver, your halves, your dimes, your quarters, stuff like that. Up until like a year and a half ago, you could either buy at melt or under melt.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
So
actually carries about a $7 an ounce premium right now.
just wanted to say a quick hello. I see a couple of new people joining the chat. Lucas, how are you? Good buddy of mine. Juan, what is up? Rob, how's it going? Jelly Bean, Jill, how are you? I know they're all jumping in because of the giveaway. They want to find out how they get all the goodies later on. So stay tuned for the good stuff. So, listen, if you're new, it can seem overwhelming with collectibles, silver, gold, platinum. Just maybe kind of find a niche to start off with, because
Yeah.
I think everybody will say this.
I think you need to start off with a budget. Figure out exactly what you can spend that you won't have to sell later on. So whether that be $20 a week or $1,000 a week, whatever your budget is, that you know that you can put it away. So metals, the other thing too is I have friends that wanted to buy metals from me and I wouldn't sell them because I know they play Bitcoin and they play stocks and stuff and they buy, flip, buy, flip, buy, flip. And I'm like, you're not going to do that with metals. This is a long-term play, 5 years, 10 years, and it's a savings plan, basically. So if you look at it as a savings plan, right, you spend $100 on a pair of shoes, you wear them a couple times, they're not worth $100. You spend $100 on metals, it might be $80, but at least there's still value that you can hold.
Don't know what happened actually. Power surge, it went off, it came right back on. So weird. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Cool. So throw that guy on the stand while I get back on my main setup. And what about seasoned collectors? People that have been doing this for a while. What are some things that they might find in your shop when they walk in the door?
So yesterday, I bought an 8 reels. So, there's some pretty cool stuff. My shop, I have your 90% constitutional in there. I have Eagles, I have generic stuff, I have bars, I have gold, I have platinum. And then too, if I don't have it, I can order it. And over the last couple of years, I've kind of built a network where, like, if I need anything or if a customer needs to unload anything and it's a specialty item, I could typically find it. I could send out a couple DMs, show some people, and typically either get it sold or buy it for you.
Got it. Do you find more people coming to your shop for silver right now or gold?
Probably more. Yeah, it's definitely a mix. It's probably like a 60-40 mix of silver to gold. So it just really depends.
Gotcha. Got a little echo feedback now.
From me? Or
no, on my headset.
Oh.
Now, does your shop sell like starter books? Like the quarter books, the Morgans, Peace Dollars?
No, not currently. So in the state of Texas, I don't need to have a sales tax license to sell bullion. So I haven't gotten it yet. I didn't want to deal with all that extra inventory and stuff. And typically people can find that stuff on Amazon or other websites cheaper than what I could sell it for in the store.
Gotcha. I know that was something I got big.
Yeah. So, but I have capsules, I have tubes. So if people come in and they need stuff, I just give it to them. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think capsules, a couple cents, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Now, just click in here as we go through. For your inventory, do you see something selling more? Maples, Krugerrands, Eagles?
I sell 90% every day. Every day somebody comes in, at least one person comes in and buys 90%. So that's popular. Generic stuff sells every day. 1 gram gold sells almost every day. Um, 10-ounce bars and 5-ounce bars. I can't keep them. As soon as I have them and somebody, they're gone. And right now, I can't even get them from the wholesalers. They're anywhere from 6 to 45 days out, depending on the bars. Yeah.
That's crazy. I know I have had a tough time trying to find 10-ounce bars.
Yep. They're gone as soon as they come in.
Now, in regards to people coming to sell, do you purchase coins
Yes.
from them? You do.
Yep.
Do you recommend they cleaning them?
No. So I had a family come in last week or the week before, and they asked me that question. They're like, so what's the best way to clean a coin so we can get more money? Don't. That's all I said to them. Don't.
Yep.
Don't touch them. Don't touch them.
I tell the story. Two actually. One Morgan. I had no idea. It's the first one I had. Just threw it in some cleaner. Just lost all its value. I was told it was probably about $175 coin. Learn the quick way.
Yep. It's worth $30 once you clean it, or 18.
Yep.
Depending on what shop will pay you, but probably 18.
I just cleaned the profits right off that coin.
Yep. Yeah, don't clean the coins. You know, and then too, you never know. Like, some people will actually pay you more for the toning on a coin.
Yeah, I did not realize there is such a market for toned coins.
Nope. And that was something I really didn't know either before Instagram and seeing, that market. Within this larger market, there's a ton of sub mini markets. You got all types of little different niches.
Everybody's got their little favorite thing. Everybody knows I like my dragons. I'll wind up paying double. Some people love their buffaloes. It's flavor of the month for some people.
Yep.
So before someone walks in to sell something, what are some of the things that they should have done or researched before walking in?
First off, no spot price.
Mm-hmm. How would they find that?
Just Google silver spot price or gold spot price. You can go to Kitco. They have it. You go to Dylan Gage's website and they have the band on the bottom that has it. So the easy, just Google it, it pops right up.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's so important. I know that they have them on the apps, NGC, PCGS, and Kitco. When people walk in, they say, "Hey, Justin, I got this lot of coins. I want $1,300. Is there any negotiation?"
Well, within reason. If I can make money still, I'll pay the most amount that I can, But what people don't realize, there's not a lot of margin in coins. People don't understand that. If you get 10%, you're doing backflips and jumping jacks. Mm-hmm. Most of the time you're working on 6 to 7% margins.
I got a good question from Juan. Would you like to work with more gold or silver?
Oh, I like them both. I don't really care either way.
I think a profit is a profit.
Yeah. So the way I look at it, gold, I look at more of kind of a stable place to put my money. I know it's not going to fluctuate like silver does. Silver, I think long term has a little bit more room for the positive than gold does as a percentage basis. But that's just my personal opinion.
I think too.
So the only two commodities that aren't at all-time highs from 1980 are silver and sugar.
Silver and sugar.
Yep.
Yeah, I look at it when you're selling. It's a lot easier to sell silver than gold sometimes.
Yep.
Jim, has a good question. Justin, who's your most inspirational Instagrammer?
So
We love Jim.
yeah, Jim's a good dude. A little selfish Jim. No, I actually I've gotten a lot of help from a lot of people on Instagram with this shop, and not necessarily like obviously there's been a lot of like show me like processes and stuff like that, what I need to do and stuff. But the biggest thing was there was a ton of people that were like, "Do it, bro. Just open up the shop. Don't be scared. Just do it. You'll regret not doing it. You have the opportunity. You have the means. Go for it."
So true. I think within that Silver Degenerate crew, everybody is like, "Yo, you need to do this," and they'll help you.
Yep. There's at least a dozen people that I can call up, and they answer their phone, and we shoot shit back and forth and run stuff off of each other and whatever.
Do you do appraisals for coins and journeys? So someone wants to just get an appraisal without selling. You do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I actually do it more often. Like, it's not something I advertise or anything, but a lot of times people will come in and just ask for the value. They got something as a present, somebody passed away, whatever. They just don't know what they have.
A good question from Lucas. What coin do you like the most? What is your favorite coin?
So it's a toss-up between the Morgans and Mercs.
Mercs, I love those Mercury dimes. Those
And
nice.
you'll never force me to pick one. It's kind of a toss-up, but those are my two favorite.
I for 90%, Mercury dimes were actually the first thing that I tried stacking, and I purchased one of those books from Whitman. Still missing a few, so I know I bug you every time you got 90%. Hey, do you got these dates?
Yep.
1921. If anybody's got a Mercury 1921, let me know. I know I'm gonna have to pay through the roof on that.
The 1916D too. Did you find that one yet?
Got that one. Paid $2 for it.
What?
Lucked out. Local coin shop. Guy literally just had a bucket full of 90%. He's like, "This is the price for X amount of coins." No problem.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Yep.
But once again, you got to kind of do your research because you may have something that's worth a pretty penny.
Yep.
I think I seen Jill Happy Feet in here. She's got the W mint mark quarters. Hard to find, and they've been popping up in circulation now.
Yep. Yeah, so that's another thing I do at my shop too. Like, if you come in and you want to buy 90%, you can go through and pick whatever you want. Like, I don't like, there's a lot of shops that are like, "What do you want? $5 worth, $10 worth," and they just throw it in a bag and give it to you. You can actually go through the boxes and pick out whatever you want.
Oh, that's cool. So you will let people cherry pick?
Yeah.
Nice. This is a good question. I think a lot of people don't understand this as well. They're like, "Oh, you're doing this. This is a scam. The price doesn't seem right." But how do you verify or authenticate your pieces that are coming in? People buying, people selling. How do you verify?
So I have, well, first off, you have a magnet, right? That's the first line of defense. After a magnet, if it's gold, I have a key gold tester to at least tell me if it's gold plated or whatnot. And then an acid test on jewelry. And then we have a Sigma to test coins and bullion.
Nice. You got your ping tester, that sound?
No, I haven't used one of those.
The Sigma, you think, is probably your go-to, or do you do all?
I do I do all of them just to double check everything. And so at once you've held silver coins, you can tell by the sound they make. It's obviously not 100%, but you can tell when something's off.
You get a feel for it right away. The weight, the thickness.
Absolutely. Everything. Yep. And then the other thing too, scale, because all of these things have a specific weight. Now, your older stuff might be off a little bit because of wear and tear on the coins, but it's going to be pretty close.
Justin, I know that you are very passionate, about coins and collectibles, but you also do a lot of other really cool stuff. You have a lot of other projects, a lot of other things that you sell, merchandise that you sell. I got a little video. I want to show some of the people first, and then we'll talk about it. So I'm going to show this video of all of the other really, really cool stuff, and then we'll kind of go through it together. Custom clothing. Stuff. Outstanding artwork. Justin, you have so many things that you are involved with. I know that you do the custom stands, the clothing,
Well,
the design, the artwork.
The stands are actually made by my older brother. He owns
Gotcha. All right.
he owns a company called ThoughtOut.biz. It's a made in the U.S. manufacturing company, and they make those stands out of South Carolina.
So cool. I got my artwork obviously hanging right here. I got a couple of other pieces that you did St. Patty's Day last year. I know that you did a lot of the stuff for the holidays. What are your passion projects? And I know that you have a lot going on besides the coins and stuff too. But how do you start into the artwork and the designs?
So the painting, I was on YouTube, and you know how you get hit with suggested videos or whatever. Because I've never been an artistic person ever in my life. Never painted, never done anything. I still don't consider myself artistic. I just get drunk and throw paint. That's what I say.
Some of the best kind of art.
Yeah. So I was watching these videos, and I was like, those are pretty cool. Let me see if I could do it. So I did some. We got let off work early one Friday for some reason, so I went to Michael's, bought all this stuff, and it's been I guess 3 years now, 3.5 years that I've been doing it. So yeah. So yeah, it's I go out to the garage, got a drink, blare the music, and I never know what's gonna happen.
Very cool. Are you looking, and we're talking inventory wise as well. I've been to a couple of shops. It's kind of like the same stuff, or they really don't have any inventory. Are you always buying from the public? Is there anything that you're looking for specifically out in your area in Texas?
Anything and everything.
Well, actually, because you don't have to have people walk into the shop. People can make you offers as well, right? They can ship it to you, purchase that way.
Yeah. So I've actually done that with a couple people on Instagram. You know, typically, so if I don't have a previous relationship, it would have to be something where it gets shipped to me. I gotta check it, make sure everything's correct and whatnot, and then I could shoot you an offer. And if you take the offer, then I'll pay you. If not, then I can ship it back to you.
Gotcha. So you know, for right now, I know you're focusing on coins, you know, cards and everything, maybe down the road, but also another option as well for others who are into
Yep.
that stuff. Do you deal with any of the grading services as well? Do you do submissions for people yet?
So I've done one or two through a third party person, a local customer of mine who comes in, helps me out with that stuff, but I don't do it personally.
Gotcha. Got a couple of questions that have come up. Lucas wants to know, do you like gold coins?
I do.
I love the 1929 Indian head. It's probably my favorite gold coin.
I don't own any. My favorite gold coin, and I don't own, are probably the Vente pesos. But this
Oh,
gold
cool.
coin is so cool. The Steamboat Willie.
That is nice.
Yeah, this is a quarter ounce. Yeah, I love Mickey. Anything Disney, mostly Mickey. Scrooge McDuck.
Disney is always cool. Rob says drunk art is no different than famous artists' work. Very true. So with the grading services, you know, I think there's a couple of people that send stuff out. It's always nice to have something graded and authenticated as well.
Yep. So they were working on one. It was a dime. It was a specialty dime. There was an error to it or something, and not me, but 3 other shops verified that the dime was real. So they sent it in. They spent like $500 or $600 to get the expedient, the insurance, the shipping, everything. It was like $500, and PCGS sent it back in a box. They gave it a nice presentation box and everything, but it was fake. But they still gave them a nice box.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
You know, one of the other things, not really graded stuff per se, but you know, things in the essays.
Yep.
Always, you know, worth the money, especially with PAMP. I love these, the new PAMP Love Always Valentine bars, 1 ounce. Very, very cool.
Yep.
So I'm going to post your information is again, so people can find you on Instagram. But if people needed your email address, it is admin@soundmoneytx.com, right?
Yep.
And your shop is located where again?
2828 North O'Connor in Irving, Texas.
Very, very nice. And once again, for those people that need it, I'm going to post somewhere down there. Can't get this mirror straight. There we go. It's over there. Make sure you are following Justin with a K on Instagram. Check out his website.
Sound Money Coins and Collectibles on Instagram too.
That's right. Sound Money. Now the giveaway information. I know it's exactly what people want to know about. That's the only reason these people turn in. They want some free stuff, free merch. And now is the time, folks. We're going to talk a little bit about the giveaway. How do you enter? What do you do? Well, it's fairly simple. In this chat, so for those who are watching live right now, if you are here with us live, you can enter by typing Sound Money in the comments. So everybody that types Sound Money in the comments right now will be entered. We'll do the drawing next week, January 16th. So if you're not with us live and you watch this later during the week, and I tell people do this all the time, the bus and the trains, mobile classroom, throw on, get educated, figure stuff out, have a good time. All you got to do is type Sound Money in the comments, whether you do it now or after this video goes live. All you have to do is type Sound Money to be entered in the giveaway. No purchase necessary. You will be entered into the giveaway. The GAW. Rapid fire time. Those who know me, I always love doing the rapid fire at the end. Justin, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
Oh
Just want
God.
the first thing that comes to mind. I did not tell you what we're going through here, so I wanted your open, honest answers. Are you ready, sir?
Let's go.
Professional questions here. All right, so first
Oh,
one.
you're asking the wrong person then.
Who's a better Justin? Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber?
Timberlake all day.
What would be cooler to do? Talk to babies or talk to pets?
Pets.
What is more annoying? Misquoted movies or mistaken song lyrics?
So I'm that dude who tries singing a song and I always mess up the lyrics. So I'm going to say misquoted movies because I do the other.
What is a worse spot to be in? You owe money to someone or you owe them a favor?
I'd rather owe somebody money
Yeah, I agree.
because I normally have so much stuff going on that I'd rather just pay you to go away.
What is worse to have? Bad breath or body odor? That's a
Both.
tough one.
I guess it really depends on the situation you're in. If you're in close proximity and you're talking, then probably bad breath. But nobody likes anybody who stinks.
Better gaming system growing up, Nintendo or Sega?
Nintendo.
All right, so cooler thing to play, air guitar or air drums?
Air drums all day.
Leisure time, vacation or staycation?
Both.
Got to get away, got to have fun.
Yeah. If we're not going if we're not going to a beach place, we'd rather just stay home.
Cool. Lifestyle outlook. Do you see the glass half full or half empty?
Half full.
Half full. Thank you, Justin. Going to post up your website so people have that information there. www.soundmoneytx.com. Very easy to remember. Soundmoneytx.com. Do you know why criminals hate coins?
Why?
Half of them are copper. Don't quit the day job. I know, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Always got to end it off with something silly, something crazy. Really appreciate everybody tuning in who is watching live. Let me know what type of stuff you would like to see in the future. Make sure that you're following Justin. Make sure you're following Sound Money. Really cool stuff. Really great prices. If you are in the market for Mercury dimes, Morgans, Peace dollars, 90%. Now's the time to grab it. He's got a lot of it. And he's got a lot of other good stuff as well up on Instagram. Yeah, I try posting every couple of days. You know, as I get more stuff in, I sort through it. You know, I don't tell the shop, but I try giving Instagram the better deals first. Do you find yourself keeping any of the stuff? Is it hard to sell? So, yes, there is some stuff that comes in that I keep. But on the flip side, there is stuff that I told myself or I thought I would never sell, and I do sell. So I'm starting as a shop owner, I'm starting to change my thinking on the things that I actually buy and keep. Gotcha. It's hard because I'm assuming that you'll run into just some like really cool stuff or stuff that you may not see in the wild per se. You know, someone's running on hard times, they want to sell it. I could just only imagine some of the stuff that you get. Well, like yesterday I had what's today? Sunday? Yeah, yesterday I had a 1600s era Spanish Real come in. And wow. I'll never see this ever again. And I kind of wanted to keep it, but the guy who helped me authenticate it, he was like, give him this and I'll buy it from you for this, and really wanted it. And I was like, well, I wanted it. But I can't keep everything that comes in the store. I wouldn't be able to pay the bills. Yeah. Do you ever, I should have asked this question because now you just brought up something too. Do you find, where you're trying to do a deal with someone, and if anybody else has any questions, please feel free, type them in and I will pin them. But if you're doing a transaction with one person, do you find other customers trying to come up and interject themselves into deals?
Not really. Like they'll talk. I did have two ladies come in the other day. They came in together and they were both selling a bunch of jewelry. And one of them had a Morgan that the other one wanted that she was going to sell to me. But it was, I was like, no, you could buy it. That's fine. Like she was like, oh yeah, you okay? You sure? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. It doesn't bother me.
I know, from other people that I spoke with, they say, it's kind of frowned upon, but it's hard to kind of manage that, within that, common space while they're just lingering around.
I'm pretty laid back, dude. Like I'm not gonna. It doesn't really bother me too much.
One person I spoke with, they said they usually have someone who waits outside of the shop, approaching people before they enter in, to see what kind of stuff that they have.
See that's messed up.
Yeah. So those are the things that are frowned upon. Any other things that people should not do inside or around the coin shop?
Don't put your hands and fingerprints on coins that don't belong to you. You shouldn't do it to your own stuff, but definitely don't do it to stuff that doesn't belong to you. I'll have customers, instead of grabbing the rim, they'll just put their thumbprint on the middle of the. I'm like, okay, dude. Now that
you have the gloves on too now. I see.
Yep.
No fingerprints.
Nope.
And it's funny because people are saying it in the chat now. Bothers the heck out of me. Don't do that.
Yeah. Like shit, I got a little coffee bar, I got a little TV sitting area. So when people are waiting, they just make coffee and sit down. So I don't really get a lot of that where, they try butting in and stuff.
So what is like the typical experience? So if someone were to come into your store, and they've never purchased a coin or they haven't been to a coin shop, what would they normally expect?
So when somebody walks in, you're either going to be buying or you're going to be selling. So I tell them, hey, welcome, come in. How can I help you? Type of deal. Start the conversation to see what their intention is, and depending on what they want to do, I have a section for, it's a display case that has a bunch of coins in it, or I have a testing section on the other side of the counter for if they're going to be selling. So we just get into that. And then once I find out, like say they want to buy stuff, we go to the display case and I kind of go over like the general, what's in there, pricing, stuff like that, to see what they're looking for. And then we go from there.
Got it. I know a lot of shops usually will have older individuals or just people from a different generation. I've noticed a lot more younger people getting into this hobby and wheeling and dealing, buying and selling as well. So they have like a different viewpoint on customer service and interactions, a little more friendly. So I think that's important as well. No matter what store you go to, good customer service is very important. And
for sure.
For those who are new to this hobby, who haven't purchased anything, get yourself something. Enjoy it. It's a great hobby to get into.
And don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be intimidated. It's a coin. Like literally at the end of the day, it's a coin. It's a silver coin or a gold coin. Like if you're not buying from like your QVC or that TV stuff, it's hard to lose money.
Yeah.
So don't be scared.
Debating on either doing like maybe a short video, on areas where to shop or areas where not to shop, but it's the TV programs seem to get a lot of people tonight.
Yeah. And don't be on somebody's live auction drunk at night because you might wake up broke the next day.
Yeah, that's you and me and a lot of other people. What's my tab? Over $1,000.
Yeah. Or you get something in the mail and you're like, when did I buy this? What? Why?
I don't remember ordering this. What the heck?
Yep.
Awesome.
Crazy.
guys and gals, I appreciate you jumping in. Once again, we are here with the owner, Justin from Sound Money. He's got his website. He's got the merch. He does it all. There's his email. Check him out. And don't forget, we've got a giveaway going down. All you've got to do is type Sound Money in the comments. The drawing will be next week. Be in it to win it. Appreciate you, Justin. Anything you want to end off with? Because I always let spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
Man, I appreciate all the, like I said, 2.5 years, 3 years or whatever I've been on Instagram. And it's been, you meet a lot of fascinating people and you become like, I haven't met, but maybe a handful of people in person. But it feels like I have better relationships with some people than people I know in person. Like, it's weird, So
I wish I could have gone to the fun show. I've seen a lot of pictures, but you're right. It's like you have extended family, all across the country, and everybody's got their niche. Like I like my dragon stuff, so I have a few people who send me stuff here and there. But like Captain Coda, he's got to have every prototype. Bless him, he's a prototype guy. Gibby's a Buffalo guy. Gibby loves anything Buffalo related. So you kind of learn, who likes what.
Yep.
And a lot of supportive people here as well. If you need any help, I am always here for you. I'm Charlie Mack. You know me. Catch me on Instagram. Justin, thank you once again. I appreciate you doing this. You are the first one for 2022. Blessings and many sales to you and everybody in your family. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
All right, folks, take care. Don't forget, enter the giveaway.
Peace.